Good morning. We are on the record. Today is October 21st, 2019. The time is 11:01 a.m. We are at 100 Church Street in New York City on the 20th floor. Welcome to today's meeting of the New York City Business Integrity Commission. This is a public meeting which was duly noticed for today's date at this location at 11 o'clock a.m. We have a court reporter here taking down what is being said, and this meeting is being videotaped. The video will be put on BIC's YouTube channel in a timely manner following the conclusion of this meeting. I am David Feldman, Deputy Commissioner of Legal Affairs and General Counsel for the Commission. I am joined by the following Commission members: Noah Janelle, Commissioner and Chair of the Business Integrity Commission; Deputy Commissioner for Legal Affairs Robert Orlin of the Department of Sanitation, representing Commissioner Catherine Garcia; Department of Investigation Commissioner Margaret Garnett; Department of Consumer and Worker Protection Commissioner Laura Lee Salas; Deputy Commissioner for Legal and Regulatory Affairs Andrew Schwartz of the Department of Small Business Services, representing SBS Commissioner Greg Bishop; and New York City Police Department Deputy Inspector Dominic DeRazio, representing Police Commissioner James O'Neill. Thank you all for being here today. Today, the Commission will consider a proposed final rule relating to photo identification card compliance. Currently, BIC's rules authorize BIC to issue penalties to businesses located in public wholesale markets regulated by the Commission that are not located in a seafood distribution area for employing an individual without an approved photo identification card. There currently is no corresponding rule for businesses located in a seafood distribution area. Instead, BIC is restricted to penalizing individual employees for failure to obtain an approved photo identification card. The proposed rule would authorize BIC to issue penalties to the businesses in the seafood distribution areas for employing an individual without an approved photo identification card, rather than solely relying on penalizing the individual employee. The proposed rule would also significantly lower the penalties associated with the rule for all affected businesses. In addition, it adds several new penalties to the penalty schedule, which are all already prohibited by BIC's rules in 17 RCNY 12-18, but lacked specific penalties. On October 2nd, 2019, the Commission held a public hearing on the proposed rule. The Commission did not receive any comments on the rule. The rule change is now up for a vote as to whether to adopt it. If the Commission votes yes to adopt the rule change, the final rule will be published and will go into effect 30 days after publication. Do any of the Commissioners have any questions or comments regarding the proposed rule? Is there a motion from the Commissioners to adopt the proposed rule?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
And how do the members vote?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Let the record reflect that the vote is unanimous. Today, the Commission will also consider 4 applications which the Commission's staff has recommended be denied. 1, Advanced Recycling and Waste Service, Inc. 2, Blue Box, LLC, DBA Blue Box Hauling, LLC. 3, Gaetano Napoli, and 4, Vincent Peretti. Advanced Recycling and Waste Service, Inc. submitted an application to renew its trade waste license. Blue Box LLC submitted an application for an exemption from the licensing requirements to operate as a trade waste business. Gaetano Napoli and Vincent Peretti submitted applications for a Class B photo ID card. The applicants were each served with a notice of the grounds to recommend the denial of their applications. They were advised that they had 10 business days to submit a sworn written response to the Commission. None of the applicants submitted responses to the recommendations from the staff. On October 17th, 2019, we emailed the Commission members the recommended denial decisions regarding the applications at issue. There have been no material changes made to the recommended denial decisions since then. The Commission will now consider the recommended denials. For each application, the Commission members will vote as to whether or not to adopt the staff's recommendation to deny the application. A vote of yes is a vote to adopt the staff's recommendation. A vote of no is a vote not to adopt the recommendation. The first recommendation is for Advanced Recycling and Waste Service, Inc. The staff attorney in charge of this matter is Executive Agency Counsel Svetlana Goyacheva. The commission staff has recommended denial of this application based on the following ground as set forth fully in the staff's recommendation. The applicant has been found liable in an administrative action that bears a direct relationship to the fitness of the applicant to conduct a trade waste business and has failed to pay fines that are directly related to the applicant's business. Do any of the commissioners have any questions or comments regarding the application? Is there a motion from the commissioners to adopt the staff's recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
How do the members vote?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Let the record reflect that the vote is unanimous. The next application to consider is Blue Box LLC, DBA Blue Box Hauling LLC. The staff attorney in charge of this matter is Executive Agency Counsel and Market Manager Patrick Scotty. The commission staff has recommended denial of this application based on the following two grounds as fully set forth in the staff's recommendation. One, the applicant has been found liable in an administrative action that bears a direct relationship to the fitness of the applicant to conduct the business for which the exemption is sought. And two, the applicant's principal has failed to pay penalties that are related to the applicant's business for which judgments have been entered. Do any of the commissioners have any questions or comments regarding this application? Is there a motion from the commissioners to adopt the staff's recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
And how do the members vote?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Let the record reflect that the vote is unanimous. The next application to consider is the Class B photo ID card application of Gaetano Napoli. The staff attorney in charge of this matter is Executive Agency Counsel Svetlana Goyacheva. The commission staff has recommended denial of this application based on the following three grounds as fully set forth in the staff's recommendation. One, the applicant was convicted of a crime that bears a relationship to the fitness of such person to work in a public wholesale market. Two, the applicant associated with and committed crimes with a member of organized crime. And three, the applicant provided the commission with false and misleading information in connection with his application. Do any of the commissioners have any questions or comments regarding this application? Is there a motion from the commissioners to adopt the staff's recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second? And how do the members vote?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Let the record reflect that the vote is unanimous. The last application to consider is the Class B photo ID card application of Vincent Peretti. The staff attorney in charge of this matter is Executive Agency Counsel and Market Manager Patrick Scotty. The commission staff has recommended denial of this application based on the following ground as set forth fully in the staff's recommendation. Vincent Peretti has been convicted of a felony relating to stealing money from his former employer in the new Fulton Fish Market. Do any of the commissioners have any questions or comments regarding this application?
No.
Is there a motion from the commissioners to adopt the staff's recommendation?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
And how do the members vote?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Let the record reflect that the vote is unanimous. That concludes the matters before the commission. I ask the members of the commission to sign the decisions that have been voted on today. Thank you to the commission members for their participation and to the members of the commission staff for their hard work on these matters. We are off the record.